specifically is one thing that I always tell other people, and I'll tell my children if it ever comes up. But my biggest thing that I remember from you is when I was in high school and or maybe even middle school, and coming home and just being like, oh my gosh, I'm so heartbroken. I want to be friends with so and so, but they don't want to be friends with me, and the drama of middle school. And Taffy says to me, you don't want to peak in high school. And it was the best advice I've ever had. And thank God I did not peak in high school. It's a lot of downhill after that. So that's my best piece of advice. And by the way, you're famous for that. So I've shared that at ECME classes, and people still bring it up on different things about how. So. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, that was when I was working with that girl at Bediners who was having a really bad day when the customers had yelled at her or something, and she's in the back room crying. She said, I just don't understand how this could be happening to me because I was a cheerleader.
Yes. I was a hornet.
That was when I knew it's not good to peak in high school.
Right. Anyway, so I had the pleasure of being the youngest and getting 4 years with just Taffy home alone, just the two of us, which was really cool. Well, it's goods and bads. This was the good part.
Yeah, there's good and bad.
Anyway,
think of all the good things.
So we had a lot of bonding, I feel like, in those 4 years, and that was really nice, and I just really appreciate that, and you got very involved with my friends, and you were always there. And it was funny because even just in high school, all my friends would sit around and complain about their moms or dads, and they'd look at me and I'm like, I got nothing. And they're like, no, and I'm like, I'm serious. I got nothing to say. So that was cool. Fast forward, I mean, you've just been so great with me, especially living so close and with the kids, and you were just always there when I needed you, and at least 2 or 3 times in the middle of the night, I know you came, and when I was just at, wit's end and needed somebody, and anyway, so that's very, very appreciative. And also one thing that I feel like we share together is our passion for travel and for driving, and I really appreciate that, because you don't realize that not everyone will just jump in the car and drive to Colorado. I mean, and I do that all the time, and still do, and still love it. And I feel like I got that from you, and that it's okay to be adventurous, and it's okay to to do that kind of stuff. So anyway, those are all my great memories, and I love you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, can I go?
Yeah.
Well, I was, I don't know why, but I couldn't come up with the perfect story. So, so I guess all I want to say is you're a really great big sister, and thank you. And for all my whole life, obviously, you've been my sister, and you've gone through so many things, and I've watched you, and so probably without even knowing it, you've just been a role model for me. I mean, just so many things, too many to mention, I guess. And certainly being a grandma, you're beautiful to watch, and I mean, you are so wealthy. Just looking at this, it's so great. And now I have little grandkids, and it's really kind of great, So, anyway, so the one little funny thing that just came to me a minute ago was one day I remember sitting in your kitchen at that townhouse on Blake Road, and you were talking about your kids getting older and changing, and then she said, I don't remember how this came up, but you said something about, this last Christmas I knew I had to give up, it must have been Christmas, give up the stockings, because when it gets to the point where you have to send your kids out to smoke so you can fill up their Christmas stockings, it's really time to give it up. I assume you finally gave that one up. So, anyway, I just want to thank you for being a really awesome sister and an awesome role model.
Oh,
thank you.
Yay. God, that's hilarious.